All right, we are recording.
Okay. Thank you all for joining me for this demo of Eldritch 2. And I believe you all have your character sheets. So if you would like to go ahead and throw out a miniature into the map on Mirrorscape, you can seat yourselves in the tavern. You are in the Crossroads Ale House. And there's a bard singing on the small stage in the ale house.
Oh,
So I see that May ran into the bar and disappeared. Very, very in character.
yeah.
You're on a table. Oh no, that's someone performing on stage. Never mind.
Looks suspiciously like Hildegard von Blingen, but for some reason doesn't sound like her.
Oh, Drunk Gandalf is our bartender. Wonderful.
Well, I couldn't think of anybody more qualified for the position, so... Alright.
Oh, this looks like a fine establishment we found our ways into.
It does indeed.
It's fairly close. All of you are members of the Guardians Guild, and the Crossroads Ale House is very close to the Guild House. So all of you are more than a little familiar with the Ale House here. So it's a rare treat to have a skilled bard, but it's not uncommon to have somebody singing to various degrees of sobriety on the stage on a given weekend. So somebody actually competent, like with the current performer, is a rare treat.
I go up to the bartender. I assume I know his name.
Yes, you do.
I say, how'd you manage to get this lot here singing?
Just coming through. We got lucky.
Lucky is not exactly what I would call it, but if you say so.
I mean,
Aldar is just loving it. He's vibing to it. He's also got a mean overbite or underbite. So, he's just, woo! Man, I love this stuff. That's it right there. Feel it. Feel it. Barkeep, let me get a Dremel. Damn, these are hard like this.
so you guys are in various states of enjoying yourself, and between songs, you hear something a little strange outside, and excuse me, the door opens up and a stranger walks in. And Drunk Gandalf was not really my first choice for the sage, but the robe choices are limited. And he walks in, and you see the door behind him, or you see past the door behind him, rather, and that's not Crossroads out the door. And then the door shuts, and somebody else caught it too, because they look out the door and then they look out the window and go, that's not, but, and they point out the window, and out the window it's the normal scenes outside of Crossroads. Something about this, McWallen, he looks, did I get the name right? The pronunciation for May?
May is fine.
May is fine. Okay. So, something about this stranger to everybody else, he looks... You've met him before, but it's been a while.
May is very long-lived.
Also true. So he walks in, and he looks around, and he sees you, May, and he walks up to you and sees that you're accompanied, and he said, I need help from the Guardians Guild. Are you available? And you recognize his accent from when you went to the Siorum, when you went to that crypt.
Okay. I can check with my companions, but I do believe we are.
Great.
I will look over at the other two and kind of beckon.
We're just drinking at the bar.
Oh, okay, so we're all right close. Works quite well. Gentlemen, I believe we have a task if we are interested.
What's that?
The man pulls back his hood and says, as May likely remembers, I am Balthazar the Sage, and she helped me some time ago with the Harvester of Souls. Unfortunately, his cult was not dispersed like we thought it was, and has overtaken St. Frederick's Crypt.
Again, that's not good.
I desperately need them removed. I worry that they're going... I worry about what they're going to do in there.
What's the harbinger?
The Harvester of Souls was a nasty demonic entity that would reap the living from the landscape in around the town of Poussin, which is a small fishing village over in the Siorum.
Gotcha.
If you all would be willing, I can transport you back and desperately use your help to expel them from the crypt.
Let's say this goes unchecked. What would happen?
Well, they, among other things, would be preying on anybody who went to St. Frederick's Crypt for a pilgrimage. He is revered in the amongst the faithful of Sol Invictus, and that would cause problems. I assume they have figured out how to produce some of the same vile undead that the harvester would produce when he was reaping souls. So that plague would kind of cause problems.
Yes. We can't have that, certainly.
Think zombies, but magically glued together, but not against using their guts to rope you in to eat you. And they've got a nasty chip on their shoulder because they're convinced that you stole their soul.
Ugh, I'll never get that image out of my mind. Thank you.
So there's a zombie factory.
That's one of the things that I'm worried about. The other is what they might tried to do to the remains of St. Frederick himself. He is kind of up there, kind of revered as a saint within the religion of Saul. So, I mean, just imagine if something fundamentally important to you was corrupted and turned against you, and the havoc that would wreak. It's
We
like
should help.
like you wake up one day to try to fire your bow, and you find that the arrows only hit you.
We know how that works.
So,
Oh.
if you are willing to accompany me, we can head out immediately. He walks
Ah.
back to the door and looks back at you, hopefully.
What do you guys say? Should we help the fella?
We should.
As long as I get paid, Jug.
He looks back and says, "Is there anything that you require before we depart?"
I'd say about a half a wild boar, cooked clearly, barbecued, slightly seared. Yeah, we'll start there.
Okay.
We can come back to it. Fuck it.
Okay.
Would you happen to have anything that can help protect us from these zombie creatures?
Oh yes, zombie eaten armor, zombie armor, whatever.
I do have a healing balm that I could share with you. I've got
You and your balms.
Oh, you remember this one, do you?
I do.
I do believe I still have some of that left as well.
What's it do?
So it's a milky, I don't want to say paste, it's more like a face cream kind of consistency, and it cures poisons, heals. Give me just a moment. I am scrolling down in my notes to the item itself so that I can read its stats for you. Here we go. So the Balm of St. Paul. It's held in a sturdy ceramic pot, holds 4 doses. It's a thick, creamy white paste. It's mixed with, well, it's not really important how it's made, but among other things, it treats fever quickly. It's a relatively easy check for the balm to take effect, and it protects against poison effects, and it helps heal, is the takeaway. So,
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, so we each get one of these pots of balm.
yes, he'll pass out one to each of you. So, and it's like I said, it's a pretty straightforward check to be able to use it. You just roll your competence, and you roll against a d4. If you roll better than the d4, it works, and then I can kind of better quantify what it does. But one of the things that the Soul Seekers can do is they can paralyze, and it would help against that kind of thing. But it also can help restore your passive defense pool.
Paralysis is bad.
Always. So.
Oh, I think we should go.
Let's do it.
All right. He heads out the door, and as it opens, you see again it's not Crossroads out there. and he holds it for you all to follow him through.
That's a neat trick you did there. And we follow through.
All right.
I may need a new invite. My iPad went dark on me.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's fine. Loading the next map currently, so you've got a moment. Let me know if you need an invite back.
Yeah, my table is blank.
Okay. On my end, it says that you're still connected. Oh, no, there it was. It finally dumped you. All right.
I think I need to. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me turn this off. No. There. Then auto lock. Never. And going back in.
All right.
I should pop up here in a second. Come on, baby. I am showing offline to myself. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you got to give it a second.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Ooh.
So that's a new site, isn't it?
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Pure really outdid themselves with the hill.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't even notice that first.
Yeah, it was a huge help. I'm so happy with that. And it really only took, well, it took basically nothing to sync it up with everything else. So huge help and a huge thank you to them. That's not good. Alright, well now I'm experiencing some technical issues. The card deck is not working properly for me.
How so?
I do not get the option to throw any miniatures out.
Did you put yourself? Or you are the host, right? Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Can you take a screenshot and share it?
Yeah.
Just for dev purposes.
Yeah. Let me put my stylus back up to get that out of the
Ladies
screen.
and gentlemen, the joys of beta testing. Let's hear it. This happens.
Alright. Just a moment. There we go, perfect. And I'll just drop that in the Discord real quick. You want it directly or you want it in a specific channel?
Just in the channel we're in, it's fine.
Okay.
It is just gorgeous.
Oh, it is a beautiful map.
Well, I'm in first person view,
Oh, that's what I was wondering.
and it is just gorgeous.
Hold on. Oh, are you standing on top of it? I thought you were a
No.
statue. Oh no. Okay.
There's a statue on the top of the crypt.
I got confused there for a second. Standing on
Yeah.
a stump because I like to feel tall.
Yeah, it's a statue of Saint Frederick. All right, so I'm gonna say for now, just pretend that Balthazar is there.
Sure.
Oh, I can throw monsters out. Why can't I throw? All right, well, whatever.
Is Brad there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have you put yourself on the map though?
Right there.
Oh, I don't see you at all.
I don't see you at all.
I bet he's on the table under everything.
Don't think so.
Nope.
Let me move down the clipping plane. Hold on. Well, I can't move the clipping plane now.
All right. Well, we can.
I can make myself go away and come back again.
So you're saying I'm putting someone where I think you just said you are?
Yeah.
You said you're there? Yep. On our screen there, it's empty.
Yeah,
You see me now?
Nope.
You know what? I may be using a mini that you guys don't have.
I was just about to ask. Are you, sir, not sharing assets?
You guys see
it's
that
not
guy?
like. Nope.
Nope.
How about that guy?
Nope.
Yeah. All we've got is still like Jacob Jansen, Drunk Gandalf, all of those. Wait, I just saw something move.
The roof being removed.
All right. How about that?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
we do see him.
So y'all didn't see me the
Eli.
entire last scene?
I guess
I
not.
thought you were. I thought you were there. Maybe I was wrong.
I saw 2 people at the bar. I did not see
Oh.
3.
Yeah, I was there. When y'all watch the video, you'll see all these lovely minis that you didn't get to see.
Oh, well, we get a free teaser and preview.
Yeah.
All right, so
We should just ask him to keep going. No, can't see that one either.
we know for next time. All right. So, in front of you is the crypt of St. Frederick. May, you recognize this place immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You all do see there is a broken down sign in front of it. The doors are wide open, just as always. There are signs that there had been a lot of overgrowth. It's been trimmed back, manicured a little bit. So, and the doors are, as always, wide open.
Which is a new and upcoming feature.
Yes.
If you want to give it to us, we'll test it for you.
As soon as we possibly can, yes.
Gentlemen, we go in and we go down.
Sounds good.
Well, it's not like we go in and go up, though. Yeah, makes sense. All right. Yeah. Though there's this weird floating statue above my head. I can't quite figure that one out.
Oh no, everything disappeared.
Oh, we actually go down.
Oh, yeah, I built that in for you guys.
Okay, how do I change?
Oh, sweet.
Can't adjust the clipping plane.
I'll adjust it in a moment, but I need to.
Oh, okay. That looks so cool from underneath.
For optics, looking down it in first person, I hid
Oh.
this area. So, but You open the doors, or the doors are open. You go through the doors. You see the stairs in front of you, and you can descend.
We've been here before.
Well, let's fix yourself. I may have lost my minute. No, I'm there. I'm just really short and in the floor. And yeah, there we go.
Somebody got stuck in the stairs.
That we got it.
All right.
I still
right.
see the top of
What?
the hill. That's it.
Really?
Well, I
thought
see the door's gone now.
You were down here with us a moment ago. Or I saw it through your mini. Now, no?
That's
I've used the clipping plane to get down beneath the hill.
Closing and coming back.
Okay.
That's what you get for running your super advanced version.
Yeah.
His actually runs on a quantum computer as well. Yeah.
Got to be careful not to get that sort of thing entangled.
Sweet Jesus. Well played.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh.
All right, welcome back. What do you see?
Yeah, I'm trying to get there.
Okay.
There we are.
All right. So you all descend into the crypt complex, and again, you find yourself at for some of you again. May again finds herself staring at the reflecting pool, which, just as it did last time, has a plaque at the front of it that says, "Wash thy sinful hands, all whom dare enter here, else decay forever in the irons you've wrought in the name of Lord Saul."
Can you repeat that, please?
"Wash thy sinful hands, all whom dare enter here, else decay forever in the irons you've wrought in the name of Lord Saul."
I mean, Eldritch going to start taking his shirt off as well. He's like, I figure with enough sin, you just got to get in the thing, right?
As you are preparing to do that, I should better describe the reflecting pool. The water in it looks gross, to put it mildly.
Don't bother.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it's good. We're good.
Can I cleanse the water somehow?
Yes, actually. Water is an element, so yes, you could attempt to, if you would go ahead and roll. I need you to spend a spirit point, and I need you to roll 1d6 plus 1d8 plus 1.
Boom.
very nice.
So that would be 12, I guess?
Yes, it would. All right. So you make some arcane gestures, and a blue light, very cool blue light, emanates from you, flows from you to the reflecting pool. And, well, refilling the pool also pushes the murk, the filth, and everything else to the far side of the pool and out the far end. And something makes a large, wet thwop sound, like bigger than mud, bigger than murk, bigger than, gross ick or whatever else. But that's it. It just makes that one rather sick, wet thwop onto the far floor. And you don't hear anything else. you see another hallway to your right, and you can see a little bit of the hallway down past the reflecting pool.
You guys hear that?
I did. That doesn't sound particularly wholesome.
I'm. I think you might have to unlock the minis one more. I'm trying to put him down in the pool. Or does the DM? Is that the DM that can only do that? Adjust the plane of the mini.
You look like you're in the. Well, you're on.
Yeah, I'm on. I was trying to submerge myself. You know, get a little.
gotcha.
I'm just splashing around, having a great old time. I don't pay attention to anything.
And May is going to dip her hands in and then head as quietly as possible down towards where the sploosh thing came
Same.
from.
I will cleanse myself as well.
Oh, fine.
right.
I will climb out and go with him. Let me first get a shot of me nose deep.
All right, give me just a moment. All right. So you see. Give me a moment. Looking through the monster mini deck. What I really need is water tiles, but I don't have those available.
Yeah, they. I bet they look fantastic.
I bet they do.
I bet.
Self-healing, providing the shimmer unanimously across a large surface. Yeah. Ooh. Damn, it'd be captivating.
I bet if you were to stack a couple at the far end of the reflecting pool, it would look a whole lot more like an ooze than this little zombie wolf stand-in miniature does.
I'll give you a hint. It takes more than a couple, and yes, it does look good.
So you see what is very clearly not water that has been pushed out on the far end of the reflecting pool when you go to investigate. It's not mud, it's not murk, and in fact, Thranduil, you recognize it as some sort of ooze, although it looks really rough from the purifying wave of water that you sent through, expelling it from the pool, and probably kind of accidentally saved Adler rather, when he was bathing in the pool. It is, however, not dead. So, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to knock an arrow and take a shot at it.
All right. So we're gonna go into initiative, and how that works is, excuse me, that is based off your prowess, and then any bonus that you have. And I have to apologize. I always get the two confused between speed and reaction. I believe it's reaction. So, and that determines your battle phase. You don't have to roll for initiative, and that, like I said, it determines your battle phase, and that's when you go. One of the other neat things about Eldritch is that, depending on the challenge of the creature, it's just kind of assumed that the heroes go first for that particular battle phase. So,
Nice.
So does anybody have a prowess better than a d6?
Yes.
All right. So to make your attack, then you would go ahead and roll your prowess plus, you said you were using your bow, so plus your precision, plus any additional focus that you might have, like ranged threat.
Okay, so that would be an 8 plus a 6 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 6. Did that roll? No. Oh, lovely.
Oh, nice. No.
Boom! Getting those nat 1s out of the way. That would be 3.
Okay, very good. All right. So you fire an arrow at it, and just kind of based on what it is and how it is, it kind of looks like it, like dumb luck, kind of shifted itself out of the way. But I've made a note for that. So does anybody else have a prowess above a 6?
No, just a 6.
Nope.
Okay, so but we do have another 6. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then you can go ahead and go, and then it's the ooze, and then it's Thranduil.
So, all right. I was wanting to use a potent attack, or attack style is potent.
Okay.
Basically, I just want to I want to turn the ooze, or I want to turn the axe flat and slap the top of the ooze, just trying to crush it into oozy chunks.
Oh, or like splatter it on the wall or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking at prowess melee.
Yes.
So that is, I see 1d6, I see 1d8. I only roll the d8, correct? The 1d8 is in melee.
No, you roll both the d6 and the d8.
All right, let's see here. I believe.
And then you add your threat bonus, +1.
Ha. 5. +1, 6.
Okay. So you move up and you use the flat of your axe to try to squish it and splatter it against the walls, and everybody hears kind of a like hammer on stone kind of sound, but there's definitely some pieces of ooze splattering the walls. It doesn't look like it's being held together very much at this point. It does, however, get it did, however, survive, so it is going to try to attack you, since you just tried to splatter it. So it's using its pseudopods to try to get Adler. Just a moment. All right, and oh, sorry, that wasn't supposed to be hidden. Here, I'll roll that again. All right, so the ooze reaches out with its pseudopods and is attempting to slam Adler, and so you have 9 damage that you need to not be hit by. What do? Are you trying to dodge it? Try to knock it aside, just not be in the way? Do you care that it's trying to feebly attack you? Just take it on the chin. Like, what are you doing?
No, I'm looking to swat it to the side, man.
Okay.
I have I see I have 14 points in active defense. I have a -1 on the shield, though.
Right. Okay. So there's 9 points potential harm coming at you,
So
but
then,
you've got that small shield. So between the shield and trying to parry it out of the way, you only have to worry about 8 of those points of harm.
okay. So I can use active defense to take out the 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm left with 6.
That's right.
and that's and active defense refills after each combat.
Yes.
Cool. Radio. He stretches out. I slap.
All right, you slap it away with the shield, make sure that it can't try again easily with the axe to parry it away, and now it is Thranduil's turn. What would you like to do, sir?
Let's see. Seeing that it came out of the water, I would like to look deep into its molecules and try to separate the hydrogen and oxygen.
Ooh.
Ooh.
See, I thought I was creative. Into you go, and I'm just like, what the hell am I doing?
All right, well, that sounds pretty clearly like we are back in the realm of improvisation. So I'm going to need you to go ahead and take off that spirit point, and then the way you described it, it sounds pretty difficult. We're going to have you go ahead and roll your competence and expertise with your spellcasting bonus, and you need that difficulty for that is a d10, which I'll go ahead and roll. All right, so I've got your target number here.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll on your end.
Which dice do I need? Sorry.
That's fine. It's the competence, which is a d6, the expertise, which is a d8, and your spellcraft bonus.
You got this.
Boom.
So not only did you beat the check, but just as requested, you shred it at a very primal level, and it starts to rip apart, and realizes that that's not quite right here, and not knowing what else to do, just explodes all across the room.
Oops. Hope you did you get that on you? Sorry.
No, I was far enough back, but that was lovely.
Thank you.
All you see is like a sheet of ooze in the shape of a dwarf, and you see two eyes blink. No, I think just a little bit only, just a little bit.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
You have a towel, perhaps, just a towelette, maybe a moist wiping implement.
You could always jump
Oh,
back.
okay. Wand dive. He gets out. I think we're good now.
Good. For successfully defeating the ooze, I am going to give you all 4 character points. You can save them like experience. You can use them to increase a die rank. To when you've got a chance to look, you can buy advantages. You can improve a focus. So if you want to spend it now, like you could bump up a focus from 0 to 1 or 1 to 2. Each focus level costs 4 points. If you wanted to increase a skill, like a specialty, if you didn't have any points in it, you could bump it up from a 0 to a d4, but you couldn't bump it up from a 4 to a 6 because that would take 6 points. Or if you don't want to spend it yet, you don't have to. You can just kind of bank it right there.
So spellcraft is what I use to add to my spells.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll increase that to a 2.
Okay.
I'm going to bank mine for now.
Okay.
I don't even have spellcraft. That's not fair.
Actually, it is now wizardry. Spellcraft is the old term. So.
So.
Thank you for saying.
What would increasing ferocity do for me?
Ferocity?
Yeah, what would trigger? Because I'm looking to make him. He's tanky, in that his fortitude die is a D8. But I just want to make him. So I can go off into a rage, can't I? Is that what a barbarian? Am I a barbarian? No, I'm a warrior. Okay.
Yeah, you're a warrior.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna hold on. You know what? I'm just gonna hold on to it for now.
Okay.
You recommend I spend it now?
It's up to you. So, but ferocity is like not quite like rage fueled, but like when you.
I'll put a point in resistance. I feel like
Okay.
that might come in useful.
Okay, but yeah, like ferocity is like a controlled anger that like sharpens the senses to like force through like a battle or destroy an obstacle. Like a channeled aggression.
Okay.
So, but it's to a purpose, whereas might is just kind of like raw physical power, like forcing open gate, bend bar, that kind of thing would be might. But ferocity is like channeling it to get through, kind of thing. All right. So you've got the hallway to the right. There's some rubble and another hallway in front, and then there's what appears to have been at one time a secret door from other rubble to the left, or there was another room back from whence you came. And I am illuminating those presently for you.
Thank you. I'm trying to remember which one we got the cleric locked in.
First one on the right.
Okay.
Bottom of the stairs. And we didn't get him locked anywhere. He locked himself.
He did, yes.
Well, luckily he was a turtle and did not need oxygen.
Is there anything shiny around me?
Where are you specifically? You're at the end of the reflecting pool?
I'm here.
What do you mean by shiny? So that I can
Anything showing a glint in the light that we have, or do we have enough light? How far can I see? I'm just looking for anything that would grab his attention. He's got a very short attention span.
Oh, okay.
Anything moving, anything glinting, anything making noise.
Well, let's see. So there's the rubble ahead of you, the rubble concealing a secret door kind of ahead to the left. Looking down the hallway to your right a bit, you see where there used to be a door, the hallway there-ish where I pinged, but it looks like that door has also been forcibly removed. And down there's another little alcove where it looks like a door had been, or bars had been forcibly removed as well.
I want to start digging at the hole.
Oh,
Over
dear.
there.
Nope. Okay.
Do what now? Oh, I know it's there.
No, you do not. You know, but your character doesn't.
Oh, I know. That's why the character is digging.
And I'm telling you not to in character. That would be bad. There are things in there that will bite you.
Oh, damn it, you're no fun. He storms off in this direction. Oh, not on top. Oh, no, we can't go that way. He turns and attempts to go this way. Sorry.
Since we are worried about potential hornet nests here, just for luck, since you're worried about it, I want you to roll a die, and this is not an Eldritch thing. This is a me thing. I want you to roll a die, but before you roll the die, and you can choose which one it is, I want you to tell me if it's going to be odd or even. And if you get it correct, then that's good. But if you get it wrong, then maybe the bad thing that you're worried about that I couldn't possibly imagine what it could be, maybe that does happen.
We'll just roll a d6 and we'll go with even.
All right.
My favorite number in the
You did not get that ones out of the way. You did not do that at all.
No, I did not, obviously. Shh. Oh, God. Oh, I am not picking anything up in this place. I refuse to pick up anything. I'm not touching anything. The last time I was here, it did not work well for me.
No, and I imagine that it won't now either. So, Adler, you go to pick through the rubble a little bit. You, at May's urging, turn and look at the destroyed secret door instead, tossing a piece of rubble back into the pile, and it bounces off something. And all of you see a somehow surprisingly angry-looking brick with rebar sticking out the front, making spikes.
I told you.
Atop a pair of boots, get up and charge right at Adler.
Well, that's not supposed to happen.
I told you.
Later, I can provide some pictures for the bull brick, some of the other things, but that. You've seen the artwork for the bull brick before. Would you say, May, that is an apt description?
It is.
Although the last one was barefoot, if memory serves.
I believe it was. It's nice that it has shoes now. Although maybe it's not nice that it has shoes. I wonder whose shoes they are.
Probably some thieves. So, since there's nothing except for the rubble building tiles to use for that kind of creature, I'm going to drop a mimic, but we know that really it's a bull brick in this case. So, and it goes to rush straight at Adler.
Of course.
And what, good sir, is your proficiency? Sorry, wrong term. Your competence.
My competence is incompetence. Competence is a D4.
D4. Okay. Wonderful way to quantify that. All right, and your prowess is a D6. Okay. All right, so just for grins, go ahead and just roll your competence for me. The higher, the better.
So 1 is good, right?
All right. So you can use your active defense, but you cannot use your shield for this particular attack. All right. And so it rolls, and it has a special ability that does not come into play. And I say that for my own benefit, but I'll explain that to you later if you would like. and tries to jab with the spikes on the front. So you have 6 points of damage incoming. How do you
He's
control?
it's
Oh,
I've
and
got
your active defense
can't use
has
the shield.
replenished.
I just finished. Let me take this 6 into the active. So I bend down and headbutt the thing. Oh, it's got rebar sticking out the front. Never mind.
Yes.
I use the axe since I slam the axe broad face towards him down in front of me and prepare for the blow.
Okay, so you're using the axe to try to...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, go ahead and take the 6 points from your active defense since you are trying to
Done.
do something. It gets uncomfortably close to you, though.
Oh god. Oh god.
All right, and the battle phase. All right. All right, so we've got our D8 up first. So that would be May. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't want to really get terribly close to this thing. But there are people in my way. Is there a limit on how much movement I have?
There is. Where are you? Are there?
Yeah,
You could move a little bit to get a more clear shot and still fire. That should be fine.
that
is
uh,
fine.
yeah, that's where I want to go. I don't want to go actually right about there. And I will take a shot. So that is a competence and prowess.
Right. Plus your +1 for range threat.
Okie dokie. So that is a 6 and an 8.
Okay.
12, 13. Ooh, that was fun.
Good. Okay. All right. And good to know. So your arrow bites the brick a little bit. There's a scratch, but it was able to move itself enough so that it's a shallow scratch and not like deeply sinking into it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
'Tis a flesh wound.
Yes, and relatively minor at that. Yes.
Okay, that will be what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay put where I am. And that would be what I am going to do.
Okay. All right. Up next, we've got our D6 battle phase. I believe that would be Adler.
Me too. I believe that would be Adler as well.
Okay.
I want to take the butt end of this. So what other neat things can I add to my attack as far as being a warrior? I have battle savvy, maneuvers. What's a maneuver?
So maneuvers, that's things like disarming, things like that.
It's a brick. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Right. Yeah.
What is Sunder Foe? That sounds applicable.
Okay. Just a moment to pull it up so I can tell you what the check is for that feat. So, Sunder Foe, it's with a great display, the warrior strikes a mighty blow capable of cleaving a normal foe in twain. On a successful test, you add the mastery die to 1 melee attack per character in any encounter. So, what you would do is you would roll your prowess die plus your melee die plus any strength. Oh, plus your strength die if you have one. And if you succeed on the check, that's also your threat. But in addition, well, no, if you succeed on the check, normally that would be the threat too. But you get to add your mastery die. So then you would roll your mastery die after if you succeed and add that into the threat as well.
Okay, so D6, D8, prowess, and melee. That's a 4. I'm guessing a 4 doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. Or do I go ahead and roll the...
The challenge die is a D8. I will roll that for you.
Oh!
Hey, that looks like you have met the difficulty. So
Now I add a D4 for the mastery for damage, right?
yeah,
Because it
in
is...
fact, yes. So you've got potential arm of 4 plus your mastery die. Go ahead and roll your mastery die.
Oh, I did. It was a...
A 3?
Yeah, it came as 3.
Okay, so that's 7 total. All right, so you slam your axe down hard on it, and
Just looking to pop the brick like a pimple. Just have it explode brick dust.
well, something definitely cracked. You're not quite sure what you did, but something has cracked.
A crooked smile crosses my face.
All right. And so now it is the D4 battle phase, which is both the brick and Thandrel, but Thandrel gets to go first.
Cool. Like the Emperor, I'm going to shoot lightning from my fingers, hopefully.
Ooh.
Good call. All right.
At the brick, obviously, not at the dwarf.
Oh, right. I mean, you might be the Senate, but you're not
Yes.
unreasonable.
Right. I didn't turn to the dark side, actually.
Right. Okay, so you're doing a lightning blast?
Yeah, sure. Or lightning bolt, or I don't know. Whatever makes sense.
Okay.
So do I just do the D6 and D8?
Plus your spellcasting
Yep.
mastery, yes. Or focus, yes.
Ooh, oh no. That would be 5, as I increased it.
Well, it's good that you increased it. Just a moment.
It seems we did not pay our Mirrorscape dice fee.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems that you did not.
Can we remedy that now, Brad? Can we send some money your way? Get that dice fee going?
All right,
Nope.
so the lightning blast, unfortunately, was a little trickier to pull off, and I actually rolled the wrong die. I apologize.
Great. Thanks.
Okay, well, that made it 1 point easier, but that's not going to. All right, so you did a 5, and the difficulty on that one was an 8. So you spark up and try to absolutely annihilate it with the lightning, and something goes wrong, and it just fizzles. I'm told that sort of thing happens to everybody, and not to worry about it, but
Would you say it was premature? Was that?
but unfortunately, not every spell is a winner.
No. More like a sparkler, not a bolt of lightning. Right. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's more what you've conjured.
I have to remember that for a party. And I'll back away. Yes.
Okay. All right. The bull brick has a serious threat in front of it, so it's going to try again and get the warrior out of its way. So, and it rolled a 5 to try to jab you with its rebar. So, Alder, what are you doing?
Are you on mute?
I am. All right. Sorry, I was running out of power and trying to find a. As this thing tries to devour me. Wait, what did you say it's doing? Sorry.
Jab you with its rebar. There
I'm gonna try
are.
and block. I'm gonna try and block it again.
Okay. All right. Are you interposing with the shield this time? Are you still trying to like deflect it
Oh,
with
I
the
thought you said the shield is gone.
No, I said for that one attack, you weren't able to use the shield because you couldn't get it into place in time.
Okay. Yep. So we're gonna use the shield this time.
Okay, so you're just trying to like make it bounce off the shield or something?
Yeah. Honestly, just turn sideways. Put full force behind the shield, and push. Meet force with force.
It looks like that is a successful and capable answer in this case, as you turn aside the 4 points of damage, because I've discounted for your shield already.
I believe I have 8 points of active left. Yeah, we're going to give yield. I'm not quite sure what the term is. We're going to kind of buckle under the blow, or at least the shield wobbles slightly and cants to the side, and redirects the brick to slide off, and I will remove 4 more points of active.
Okay. All right, and May, it is your turn.
Well, let's see if we can shoot this damn thing again. Let's may the dice be with me. 9 plus 10 of 10 total.
Okay.
Not great.
Not bad though. This time, the arrow. You're a little impressed with yourself, actually. Sinks into the stone for the
Oh.
brick.
Oh,
So it almost looks like it has an extra piece sticking out of it, but it's on the wrong side now, and has feathers at the end of it. Really throws off the whole aesthetic. It is, however, still moving.
well, perhaps I can put one on the other side and match it up.
All right. And let's see. Next, I believe it is our dwarven friend. You'll go ahead, Adler.
Yep. I know it's looking rough, so I'm going to once again slide my hands down to the neck of the, or slide my hands up to the neck of the axe and try and bring the butt down upon him. I'm going to say, and shouting, butt attack! Why? Because it's childish and funny. That's how I roll. Where did there's the sheet right there. So that's going to be a 6 and an 8. 6. Ha? What? Okay. 8. Ha. I really like 4. 4 is a good number. So that's 8.
Okay.
Do I add anything for might? +1? I haven't been, but should I have been?
Well, in this case, either might or threat.
All right.
Actually, both.
Either
for
one
how
is
you're
+1.
trying to utilize it.
So that's +2 for doing both.
In this particular case.
Yep.
Not always, not normally, but in this particular case, for what you're trying to accomplish, yes.
Gotcha. For this ruling. Yep.
Yeah. So instead of an 8, that is a 10. All right. And you slam the butt of the axe down on top of the bull brick. And do you remember how I had said it had cracked last time?
Yep.
You hit it in about the same spot, and it is impressive that it has not been split in twain.
God damn it. Why are we always fighting bricks?
But the good news, as the crack travels all the way through it, is that the bull brick stops moving.
Oh.
So you've got like that.
I'm going to hit it another like 2-3 times. just all in one. Like if that's the end of it, it's just going to be kind of one panicked. No! Bam, 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 bam. Like
Yeah,
I
so-
saw. Bam, 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 bam.
Like you hit it with that butt attack, and like there was like quarter of an inch where the crack hadn't gone through the middle, and then you see that and you're worried about it moving again, and technically initiative is over, so you slam it like a whole bunch more times, and it's now in 2 pieces.
Sweet. He looks over a little out of breath. Why does everything keep trying to hurt me?
Because you keep trying to pick it up.
I didn't even touch this one.
Mm.
Last
not
one at least looked kind of huggable.
And if May's memory serves her right, one of these 2 alcoves down here has a. Sorry,
You don't
I didn't
know?
mean to ping
Oh,
that.
no, you do know. My bad. You're the only one who does.
Yeah, I do know. But my memory is not what it used to be. I've got a lot in there now, and I'm wondering which one of those 2 alcoves has a healing fountain.
Yes. Technically, they both do, but you mean hit points or passive defense in this case.
Correct.
Well, that gets replaced every time, doesn't it?
The active does, the passive does not.
Oh. Well, who's taking damage? I guess you?
I
I
think that she is pointing it out as a just in case.
Ah.
correct. If perhaps what's the wizard's name?
Thranduil.
Randall. Perhaps if you have some extra empty vials, we could grab some of the water in case we need it.
It's
that's
not a
it.
bad idea.
That's just stealing.
It is not stealing. It replenishes.
Well, I mean, call it what you want, but we all know. We all know what you're doing.
Then don't drink it.
Well, I didn't say that.
But if
So-
it's stolen, you don't want it.
On the map, in those 2 alcoves, there are I used torches, but they're supposed to represent fountains. One has a sun motif, one has a moon motif. Were you going to approach one?
Um, like I said, my memory is the human's memory is not what it used to be. The PC is not what it used to be. Perhaps the character would remember which was which.
If I remember correctly offhand, and I can pull it up and double check, then last you were here, the fountain with the sun motif helped with actual health, and the moon motif helped from like poison effects.
Okay. I believe that was correct. I believe that's what I remember. So let's go to the sun first.
Okay.
And I will stand back and let the.
You may not be particularly interested, but since this is the first time that Alder and Thrandrall have been down here, across the hall from the two alcoves with the fountains, there is a mosaic. No, that's the wrong word. I'm sorry. It's a fresco, actually. There's a large, like, tapestry painting on the wall depicting a battle in which Sir Frederick, Saint Frederick, yeah, Saint Frederick. There's a large battle that the man interred here was involved in that ran from um, dawn till dusk, and it's depicted in its glory here across from the two alcoves, and the sun fountain is on the side that has the morning side of the motif, and the moon fountain is on the side that has you know the night motif towards the end of the day of the painting. So
It's a lovely painting.
It is quite nice. I will take the advice of my comrade and take an empty vial I may have and dip it in the water.
okay, yeah, you can fill it in the vial. Is this vial treated in any kind of way, or is it just like a regular glass vial?
I would imagine it's just regular glass.
All right. To your frustration, when because May, you guys never did this last time you were down here, so you didn't know this part. To your frustration, after you fill it and remove the vial from the fountain, the water in a same kind of bluish light that you forced all the muck out of the reflecting pool, that same kind of general color, like the water all evaporates in that color. And so the vial, though clean, or cleaner than it was, is unfortunately empty.
That's right, because we drank from the fountain. We didn't take it with us.
That's right.
Oh, well, that didn't work very well.
Oh, I'm quite sorry. Last time we were here, we just drank from the fountain.
Yeah, no foul.
Well, at least we know it's here.
So, all right. And you see down the hall, there's a alcove. Um, not quite where it goes. Excuse me. Not quite sure where it goes, rather. But it is there.
And this one has the same. I'm sure it won't fill either.
Oh, the moon fountain? Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. And then there's that third
There
one
we-
that I've just revealed.
Oh. Um. Did we go? We went down there. There was something creepy crawly down there, was there not? I
There
don't.
was, and I seem to recall that last you were there, it was very, very dead.
Well, perhaps we can go see if there's anything down there now. And I will try and grab my mini. If you would like to go first, that's fine with me, Adler. You're on
Nope.
mute.
Yeah, I got you. Nope, I was just moving him out of the way so you could grab.
Okay, thank you. I'll head upstairs. Doop doop.
Yeah.
And
What?
I'm just heading down the hallway.
It's a cool trick.
All right.
For some reason, I'm not seeing the stairs.
Oh, you just went. Well, you phased right through them, man. It's not how you use stairs, all right?
That's not how that's supposed to go at all.
Yeah. For some
You and your-
reason, we're out of sync somehow. Somehow, every time I have to, every time you reveal something, I have to restart.
Oh,
In which case, hold on. In which case, do we just want to go ahead and knock it all open? And we just won't look?
It doesn't. It's fine.
Okay.
Hey,
That's-
look, stairs. There's
interesting bug. All right, so once you're all up there, there's another passage to the right, or the hallway continues, and there's a set of downstairs.
Let's clear as we go.
All right, so I, interestingly, am having a hard time revealing the hallway to the right. I'm not sure if it would be best if I reloaded at this point. Do you have any suggestions? Oh, there it goes. Finally.
Mm.
All right.
I think I shall. Oh, down the stairs. Ooh, look at that. Yes. Let's go. I'm going to go here.
Okay.
And just peek down the hallway and see if I see anything of interest that I can see.
Well, as you're looking down the hallway, you can see there kind of remnants of webbing, like something had cleared it, but not particularly well.
Um, I'm going to say to Thendril, perhaps you could shoot some kind of fire down there and burn the webs off.
certainly.
All right. There's a pretty straightforward fire spell that you know. It only has a difficulty of a d6. You can go ahead and roll your competence and expertise. Just get better than. Well, you sure did. All right. So you send the little bolt of fire down the hallway, and it catches a lot of the fringe of what's left, but something interesting about that webbing. Not all of it burns. It looks like it had. Let's see what stats. I'm gonna have you roll again, either competence and perception or competence and expertise, because it is Well, I'm assuming that it would be of interest. Is it interesting to you that not all of the webbing burns?
Um, yes, it would. Normally, my fire is much more potent than that.
Okay. Then yeah, either competence and expertise or competence and perception. Um,
Well, my expertise is what I'm good at,
okay.
so it'd be 13.
All right. So as you realize that the webbing doesn't go like it's supposed to, uh, you find out upon examining the webbing that whatever had been dealt with last time was a teardrop spider, which is a uh, magical spider, bigger than Adler actually, and it is, among other things, kind of immune to fire because of all of the water that it's infused with. It's I don't want to say it's like an, a water element spider, but it is so infused with water that it just kind of shrugs off fire. But it's an animal just like a regular, well, a bug, an insect, an arachnid, just like a regular spider. It's just magically infused with all that water. Um,
I tell my party about this.
okay.
Well, that's
You see there, that spider got water infused in it some way.
and I is there a dead carcass there, or is there a live creature?
Oh no, that's the carcass is at the end of the hallway where you left it.
Okay.
So
Um,
here,
would
I'll put it back on the map so you can see, because I think you guys had killed it.
yeah, I'm pretty
Yep,
sure we did.
I think you guys had killed it there.
That's would any of the silk or parts of the spider do you any good in your spells and potions?
I don't know. Do they?
You could probably, given time, you could probably fashion um, something to protect against fire from the webbing.
I think I think it just fell through the floor. Sorry.
Reality is breaking? Well, that's not
Yeah.
good.
There we go. It was right at the coming across when I was adjusting here. For some reason, it cut down when we switched at the seam here.
Oh. Shouldn't be another anchor point for the hallway for that.
No, don't know. It's all good.
Okay.
I look down the hallway. No, we're not doing it. Not doing it. The big spider. Hell no.
It's a big dead spider.
Nope.
Correct. So, yeah, that's why I thought maybe perhaps you could use some of its silk to use in the future.
He had asked whether or not, like, what does it do for him to collect the silk? Can
Oh.
he use it in the future?
You guys can collect it. Thranduil
Mhm.
thinks that maybe a fire protective garment could be made out of that silk. It's not something that people would come across commonly, so it
Okay.
would be worth taking some samples to experiment with.
We'll certainly do that then.
Past the dead spider, which I'm going to go ahead and remove from the map again, the spider itself looks a little too squashed for any of it in particular to be helpful. Um, but past what's left of the spider was another little alcove where there is a statue from a statue of a woman holding out a silver bowl, and
Oh, yes.
I believe that this one has a sun motif on it.
Yes, now I remember. If we take that silver bowl back, we can fill that with the water for in the sunroom, or where the sun fountain is. So, if you don't mind, I'll just zip down and grab the bowl and zipping down and grabbing the bowl and heading back up again.
Okay.
So that
Never
we have
seen
it.
someone. Never seen someone move so fast in my life.
Yes, I do move fast when I need to.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And I presume that that puts you all back at that T intersection in the hallway where you would cut off to go down that webbed passage.
Correct, but I lost my mini.
Yeah, I watched it fly across the screen. It was very impressive, actually.
No clue where she went.
That's all right. Just do what I did. Pull another one.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's
That
the
was-
nice part. If you lose it, doesn't matter.
There we
Still
go.
keep playing. You didn't pay like however many time and spent however much time, tens of hours painting it.
No,
Right?
somebody did that for me.
Yes.
Some
Also,
delightful person did it for me.
I
Did
imagine
Scath?
the
Sorry, go
undo
ahead.
button would also help.
I don't have
Yeah.
an undo. I
We don't
have.
on our end.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Nope, no undo button.
I'd like to suggest a feature.
Yeah, I'm on a different version than you guys, and I have one.
Well, you know what? I like you. You're a good guy. There you go. Affirming compliment of the day given.
So it's coming.
Oh, all right, down the hallway, and I'll give Adler a nod and say, "After you." You.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I have to reconnect the game real quick. Okay. Down here. Into a hallway. Got to turn left. And he's saying all of this out loud. The guy's self-narrating everything.
Mm.
Okay. And into a room. I found a room.
All right. And I am so glad we had that talk the other day. If you guys would go ahead and roll for me, I need, and I'm tempted to jokingly ask for a percentile, but that
Go for
won't
it.
actually do anything. What I actually need is somebody to roll a d4 for me, please.
Boom. There you go. 1. On brand. On brand. I seriously want to see who wrote the code, I want to see the code for these probabilities.
Okay, so you open the door and you're announcing that you found a room.
Found a
And
room.
in the middle of the room is a rather disturbing looking dead thing, kind of zombie like in appearance, but um looks like the limbs are kind of attached wrong. um doesn't
Occupied. Room is occupied. Sir, your leg is not supposed to go that direction.
doesn't look like it should be able to really stand steadily.
This is one of those beasties that will use its guts to suck you in.
I'm
A
just
soul
trying.
seeker. Yes, actually it is.
I'm trying to walk around it. I don't know any better. He didn't pay attention when the wizard was talking much. All you heard was, go save people.
Okay, so you are...
This is not people.
No, it is not. You are attempting to go around, and it lashes out at you.
Mm.
As seems
And
to happen a lot with these things.
so when you say like it's is it trying to use intestines to devour me, or has it sprouted some horror, bit like some ungodly Lovecraftian tentacle?
Thankfully, no, it has not gone the tentacle route. But its fingers are disfigured into long, or its hands rather, are disfigured from fingers into long, bony claws, and it's got, like I said, it doesn't looks like it was assembled wrong, and so it's like you're trying to skirt around, and it can reach you. Um,
In which case, Halter shouts, "Stranger danger! Stranger danger!"
all right, so battle phases. May is up first.
I have come into the room, and I'm going to not back myself into a corner, but get kind of far away from it. And, of course, shoot at it.
Okay.
Which is sheet 6 and an 8 and a 1. And a 6 and an 8 and a 1. I love that you can roll 2 dice at the same time. That's cool. If you are coordinated enough to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hopping all over the.
Oh dear God! Oh dear God! She's having a
So
seizure.
7.
7. Okay. All right. Got it noted. And now it is the battle phase for the D6s. So I believe that is, in this case, Adler and the Soul Seeker.
All right. I'm going to attempt to literally disarm, at least cut one of the hands off. What would it require for me to attempt to do so? I'm assuming. Also, I'm unsure what Battle Savvy does.
Okay.
Cool. I'd like to pull a maneuver, and or you know what? I see Stunning Reversal, so that's only when it attacks me, though, right?
Just a moment. All right. So
Sounds
Battle Savvy is actually a couple different options. Bypass armor, focus strike, that kind of thing. Stunning reversal. If you exceed the challenge, you may, as a free action, take a bonus to any single attack while also restoring your active defense pool points.
Okay.
And you would restore the maximum value of your both your prowess and melee.
I want to perform a focused attack on the wrist.
All right, so the focus strike, you wind up and deliver a crushing attack, and like how heavy of a hit are you trying to apply here?
Enough to cleave skin, bone, and everything else I need to get through to take that wrist or forearm or lower arm or all of the arm. I'll take what I can get.
Okay,
So I'd say if we were to go like 1 to 10, 6, 7, maybe 6 probably, because I'm guessing it's a heavy axe.
okay, yeah, because what focus strike does is it adds a bonus to your attack roll. So if you're, and it ranges from +1 to +5. So if you were going to add like +5, then
Say
the
about
challenge die is
let's go
higher.
with Yeah, let's go with wait, you adjust the challenge depending on what bonus I take?
Right, like if you just want to add a +1, then the challenge die is a d4. But if you want to add +5, that's harder to do. The challenge die is a d12.
Let's go for 2.
Okay,
So that makes it a D6, right?
it does, and you need to roll your prowess, your melee, and then add your might.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. Only meant to roll the first one, so I see 3. Melee is a D8. 6, that's 9. Might is 1, that's 10.
Okay,
Woo!
that exceeds the d6. So you do a focus strike on the arm of the Soul Seeker. You get that +2 damage. So that would be 12 to the Soul Seeker. And give me just a moment. All right, and you do actually succeed in this case in literally disarming your foe.
Woo! So left arm, or the one closest to me, I'm assuming, or I see that is left, at least when they're postured in this manner. Taking the left arm off, we'll say at the elbow.
Okay.
I cleave down, and the arm falls limply with a wet slap.
There is still a thread of blood between the arm on the floor and the stump of the arm still connected to the Soul Seeker. But yeah, you're you're confident. You don't need to worry about that.
Yeah. Looking smug.
Well done.
Woo!
All right, and next up in the D6 battle phase is the Soul Seeker itself. And let's see, there are 3 of you, but the dwarf is annoying and kind of looks delicious. And
I'm not annoying. I'm a treasure. Or a snack, depending on what you think.
I think Snack is a little closer, and you do have kind of a disarming way about you.
Yeah.
It is attacking you. So.
Go for it.
I got that.
Yeah, I am just
I was on mute, but I was laughing.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm.
I know that I said that I would try to behave with the puns for Eric, but
No,
they just sneak in there sometimes. I can't help myself. All right. So it's going to.
he can count on one hand how many times you're going to do a bad pun about him.
Wow. And a groan was issued forth from the audience.
I couldn't resist. I didn't make the same promise.
I appreciate that. All right. So it locks eyes on you, Eldler, and it what it tries to do at first, and very limply doesn't do anything, is it tries to reach out at you with that arm that you cut off. It tried to kind of like whip it over to you to try to hit you with it because it is still connected by that thread. Um, what it succeeded in doing is just kind of, you've seen people like do the worm.
Yeah.
It kind of gets that motion with the arm, and then out of frustration, um, comes around and tries to smack you. Well, claw in, but with the other arm, and it brings it around and tries to get you that way. So
Is there a repost or repost? I don't know, not sure how to pronounce it. Reposte, riposte, repost. Is there a maneuver for that?
Let's see. Maneuvers, disarm, feint, leg sweep, trip, multiple attack. No, there is not a.
Hmm.
No, sir. Unfortunately, there's not.
What does it say? A riposte.
I think that is the correct pronunciation, but
I
my
do too.
pronunciation is atrocious at best.
Be who you want to be, man. Say what you want to say, as long as you don't hurt nobody. So what does he roll?
Unfortunately, the counterattack option is not there. So it brings the other claw around and slashes at you, and you have to avoid 4 points of damage.
With the shield? Is that 4?
That's before the shield is accounted for. But
So
yes.
3. Nice. I'm guessing the way I see it, the body turns, hips come through, other arm arches over top at about a 45-degree angle downward onto me, kind of fingers flailing a little bit behind, or fingers arcing toward me, like blades. And I am lifting the shield and doing my damnedest to scurry my little feet as far as I can to the right. Like I'm trying to hold him up with the shield just enough and then get the hell out of the way. So that's my animation of what I'm doing. What I'm actually doing mechanically is I'm just taking 3 points off of my active armor.
Right, but yes, and that was a beautiful description, and that was the image that I was hoping to evoke, but I don't feel like I did a very good job of it on my end.
No, you're fine.
That was beautiful. Thank you. All right, and then it is the D4 battle phase, which is Thranduil.
Okay. Well, I am determined to get my lightning attack to work, so I'm going to try that again.
Okay. And the exact same kind of lightning spell, or because there's a couple different ones, an easier one or that difficult one?
I'm going to do the difficult one because I'm up for a challenge.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You can do it.
And of course, that necessitates you can do it all night long.
Yes.
Thank you, Adam Sandler.
All right. So you can go ahead and try for that lightning blast.
I will. As soon as the map loads again, it looks like I may have been kicked from the game. Oh, no, here it comes.
Brad, making life difficult.
Yeah.
Since God knows when.
All right, I've got the challenge number for you this time.
Okay, hope it's good.
I think it's great. Let's see.
Oh, that's not good.
That would be 11.
That is a success.
Yeah, there you go.
You have conjured a powerful bolt of lightning that absolutely strikes the Soul Seeker with a lot of force. And not only is it burning the Soul Seeker with just the lightning, but you might also stun it.
Ooh.
So
That would make it easier to hit.
That's what I was trying to do earlier. I thought stunning, whatever maneuver thing. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. Stunning reversal would have done.
you would hope, but
We got to talk to him about renaming that. So what kind of damage did that do?
you said you rolled a 13?
Yes.
Okay, and that's with your wizardry mastery?
It is.
Okay. All right, so you guess it did about 13 points of damage.
Take that, you foul creature.
and it is twitching, like it's not, like its muscles are misfiring.
That's what we call a seizure.
If it were living, perhaps, but I'm also not quite sure how to
Well, I mean that the
quantify a stun in this case.
definition of seizure really is just muscles seizing. So we're good.
Yep. All right. All right. And May, it's your turn. It is still moving, but you're not sure if that's the lightning or it.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I have what I want to do. Okay. I have. We might as well just shoot at the damn thing again. See what we can do. I've not been successful lately. I do apologize, gentlemen. Did that? Ooh, oh, son of a bitch! Which one? Which dice was that? It rolled. That was.
There goes our monetization.
If I had known that, I would have played the music at the beginning.
Well, no, I
You
realized.
rolled. I'm not sure which one rolled. Whether it was the D4 or the D or the
You can look
6
in
or the.
the log.
It's just yes, but it's just saying I rolled 1. It doesn't. It's not telling me what die I used. Perhaps we should
go ahead and get rid of it, and I'll tell you which one poofs. So if you tab on the ellipses and delete it.
Yeah. I didn't see it. Delete.
Nope. Neither do I. You threw it off the table.
Perhaps we could check with the developers and ask them to tweak that just a tad so that it'll show you what die you rolled for when you misfire.
Oh
we'll
God!
say it was.
Can you hear us?
Perhaps we'll just say that was the 6, and I'll roll an 8.
Let's go with that. Max out.
Oh,
Oh.
yay! So that's 8.
Okay.
I'm not much of a threat anymore.
Yeah, it happens. All right. So if you would describe, please, how it is that you are a big threat, or as you feel, not so much of a big threat. Please kind of paint us a picture of what happens when you loose the arrow from the bow.
When I pull back on the string and I take a breath, I am distracted by the wiggling arm that's on the floor. That it catches my attention, and I am unable to. The arrow goes wide. Or did it hit?
No, it hits.
Oh, it hits. Okay. But I was distracted, and I was aiming for a headshot, and it does not quite hit the head. It's a little further south. And
So you got it to pierce through the shoulder, perhaps?
correct. There's now a arrow protruding from its shoulder up to about halfway up the shaft.
Okay.
And not quite to the fletching.
So the arrow sinks into the shoulder, and it starts to turn to you, and instead collapses to the floor, and it stops moving.
Oh.
And it collapses, of course, backwards thanks to the momentum of the arrow. Like it half spins to face you, like it was gonna do something, and instead it just collapses backwards in a mess.
I'll go over and cut its head off.
Good idea.
Yeah, thank you. Don't want it to all of a sudden come back to life and follow us around. I'll pull a sword and chop its head off.
Okay.
And then kick the head over into the corner. Well, I don't want it so close that it, all of a sudden reattaches or something.
Right.
That would be gross.
Spontaneous reassembly, is a
It would be
noted occurrence
would-
amongst zombies.
It would be unfortunate.
Yeah. It would
Well,
be
if
beside,
you-
it would be beside itself.
Oh, Christ. I am losing the will to live.
You just, in a situation like that, you've just got to pull yourself together.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I think you almost killed Brad on that one.
Oh, I was laughing to the point where I was coughing.
Oh, that
as
was
well.
you.
That was me.
Oh, okay.
I would, before we leave the room, there is a chest in the corner. I would like to examine the chest and see if there's if it is being reused again. Or treasure.
Okay. You pop it open and you kind of wish you hadn't. There are some it looks like it was being used as like kind of impromptu body part storage to stitch together more dead things.
Lovely.
It doesn't smell pleasant, but it also doesn't smell like it was left in a car in the middle of the summer. So like it's bad, but it's not knock you off your feet. Why did you ever think this was a good idea? Bad. It's just not very pleasant and gross.
Yeah, May will quickly close it and say, "Don't go in there. There's pots." It looks like they've been making these things here. That doesn't bode well. I have a feeling we're going to run into more of them.
Don't be so squeamish. And he goes over and opens the chest up again and starts digging around, feel around the bottom of the chest.
Oh.
Okay. So you kind of pull the parts out, throw them over your shoulder, digging through.
Yeah.
Thankfully, whatever they were doing with this, most of it is dry. It's gross, it stinks, but it's mostly dry. As you're looking through,
as I'm pulling stuff through, I'm like, where there's hands, there's rings. And just keeps pulling stuff through.
May will pick up one of the arms and that he just tossed over his shoulder and walk over to him and say, "Can I give you a hand?"
Aldar rolls his eyes as heavily as possible and is a little stomach upset from the gross rooting through corpse matter going in the next room.
So you do find some you find a potentia leaf which can be used. If you prepare it wrong, it's poisonous. If you prepare it correctly, it can restore a couple points on the passive defense score, so some health. But there are some other odds and ends in there as well. It looks like things used to prepare body parts for stitching them together into monstrosities. You also find a uh, viscous red liquid that looks very similar to the ichor or blood substance that holds the Soul Seeker together.
Yeah, this must be the magical component.
You think we can use it against them?
Would I know that if like you're the creator of an undead or something that they follow you, or would I something I would know?
So whoever's creating these Soul Seekers, Soul Seekers are a lot harder to control than other undead. The Harvester never cared. They would raise, from the grave when he consumed the soul of the reaped, and just kind of cause havoc in his wake, and that suited the Harvester just fine. So to command them is a difficult task. Conceivably, it could be done, but it could just as easily backfire.
Yeah, I'll relay that information.
So whatever is doing this is dangerous.
Okay. Well, perhaps we should take a little of this substance that we can maybe use it to, if not control them, keep them away from us.
Actually, like with some of the other things, like the Potentia leaf, Thranduil, you think that you might actually, with some other components, you think you might be able to convert it into a healing item. Would be kind of, you wouldn't ingest it, but be like a topical balm similar to the balm of St. Paul, but um, instead of treating fever, it would, like restitch, restitch skin, flesh, bone, in theory.
Could have a side effect.
One or two, but I mean, nothing bad happened in the movie The Reanimator. I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, I mean, all you need is green goo, dead cat, give it to the cat, keep mauled by the cat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Simple
it's
process.
totally fine.
Okay. Then perhaps we'll leave it here.
But if I take one of these arms and I hold it up close enough to me and I use that liquid, do I get a third arm? No? Yes?
Not the way it's presently prepared.
Hope not. That would be.
The one question
odd.
I had.
Shall we?
But the
Carry
Potentia
forth?
leaf,
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Sully forth.
the
Yes.
Potentia leaf would be worth holding on to, though.
Okay. Take that.
It's got potential.
Oh, in addition to that, at the very bottom of the chest, there were some coins. If you will go ahead and roll, there were D6 gold coins and a D12 silver.
Ooh.
So I say we just add them up. Because we got crap rolls right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it takes effort to roll that low on a D12.
That's impressive. All right, you
That's a
you put up with my puns willingly or not. So let's see. So what was that? 7 gold and 5 silver.
I think the word for us is captive audience. You said 7 gold, 5 silver, uh, or detainees. 5. We'll just add them all together. Why not? 7 gold and 7 or 5. 5 gold, 7 silver. There we go.
Uh,
If you add my roll plus his roll, my roll plus his roll. If you
Yeah.
just want to do, yeah. So that's you were right.
7 and 5. Yeah.
Math is not my skill on the weekends.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is a bookshelf.
Could
No,
I?
actually, that was a had robes in it last time. I'm sorry, I can't think of the right word for the.
Wardrobe. Was it a wardrobe or a chest or a chest?
It was more like a wardrobe.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna pop it open and double check to make sure nothing's in there.
There were last time robes and finery appropriate for the Church of Sol Invictus. Now it's kind of trappings of the cult of the Harvester.
I'm going to take some of the robes that are in there, and I'm going to hand one to each of the gentlemen and say, "Here, you don't have to put it on right now, but just in case we can blend in, maybe."
I'm going to try it on.
It's a little breezy, a little revealing, but I mean, you gotta get a little creative because it wasn't made with a dwarf in mind. But
That's what I was about to say. Is it dwarf sized, or am I just swimming in it?
Do you remember in the Lord of the Rings movie when Gimli got the chainmail for somebody? Well,
Oh
not
yeah, it
a
just
dwarf.
slaps on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same kind of. I mean, you can get a little creative and you can get it to work, or you can,
No, I'm just gonna take a knife and cut it off.
yeah. And
Okay.
surprisingly, just cutting it off like that, like it blends right in with the general style. Like it doesn't look, for what it is, it doesn't look bad at all that way.
Cool. I'm gonna take it back off, put it back in, or put it in my whatever pack I've got.
Okay.
And then advance my good
Yes.
wizardly friend into this next room
Off we go.
to see the wizard.
Mm. Come right here.
Oh, you know anything about Oz?
Nope.
Oh, wrong wizard.
All right. So before you guys, you see there's 2 staircases up, and going to go ahead and reveal the next section. Sorry. And give me just a moment. All right.
Where do these stairs go?
I've seen this movie. I believe the smartass character says they go up.
They do
I was
go up.
about you didn't even require that. I was about to say up.
Yes, but this way I also got to subtly reference
Oh,
Ghostbusters.
okay. Okay.
All right.
Where'd he go?
I saw somebody run up the stairs.
Well, I went upstairs and off the table. So we're just gonna take a new one of me and put him. I can't put a new
Almost.
mini.
Well, I still see 3 on the table, so I'm Oh, no, never mind. The third one is the zombie.
Yeah, back.
I think it's so cool that you can go up the you can actually literally go up the stairs.
Yeah, like it bounces so you can fight mid-stair. Pull an arrow Flynn.
Okay.
But with the miniatures flying off the table, I'm kind of reminded of the Venture Brothers, where they're talking about like if you have prone kids, you kind of like baby-proof the house. If you have prone kids, you just clone them all the time.
Jesus.
Oh, you're just prone to flying off the table. We've got like 6 more of you ready to go. Come on, and just pop the new one on the table. It's okay.
This is weird. I apparently have all of my tiles. All of my
Right.
card stacks. Yeah, well, let's go.
There
We'll
we
go
go.
ahead and go.
I'm going to, when I come up the stairs, I'm going to stop here. And Kim, come. There we go. Looking around. And I want to examine this, whatever it is.
Oh, the open mouth gargoyle statues. Yes.
Yeah, I want to look at them a little closer.
Okay.
You know, it's got teeth.
Um, what do you want? Information specifically.
I just want to. Do they look like? Do they look like they're going to come alive on us? Basically. Um, I just want to examine them, see if there's anything, like if they're holding anything that we will find useful, like a key or uh weapon, or I don't know.
Well,
I will start with that one.
okay. So, I mean, you enter that general L-shape area, and you immediately focus in on the 2 gargoyle statues, and you look at the one that's um, to your left from the stairway that you came up, and you seem to remember looking at these kind of demonic gargoyles. Um, you seem to remember something about them spitting fire, but you don't quite remember why.
That's right, because last time the party had split at this point, and some of us had come in the other direction. And this was not the direction that I came in. I think I came in the other way.
I
Okay.
think you are correct.
I will pass on that little tidbit to the rest of the party that we need to be careful of the gargoyles because I seem to remember, even though I did not come this way, that they are fire breathers.
You also remember something about a key, but it's a little fuzzy.
That is a little fuzzy. Actually, it's more than a little fuzzy. Okay. I am going to look at the map a little closer, a little further out, and remember that there was a riddle that got us into where the crypt was. If you see a jeweled sword, do not pick it up.
Okay.
That is my precious, and it will kill you. Painfully, I might add.
No,
I'm gonna head down the hallway a little bit, past the gargoyles.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. There were levers,
Yes.
and if you pulled them in a certain order, they spit fire. Yes, I remember that.
Yes, if you pulled them in the wrong order, they spit fire, and if you pulled them in the right order, they spit keys.
Right, and we had a riddle that helped us with that.
Which we got from a book that was in the. I thought it was the first room, something like that.
No, I believe that you found it at the altar, actually.
Are these
The
levers
al-
on the wall in front of us?
They are on the back hallway where I am
Yeah.
pinging the map,
In that lovely yellow.
and there's like a lever every quarter and down the hallway, and they are labeled 1 through 4.
And this is where we found the book?
No, the altar right here
Ah,
on the book. This room that you were just asking about is where you found the Sword of St. Frederick that actually allowed you to take down the
Kill 'em.
Harvester himself.
Allowed us to
Right.
swash and buckle.
I'm going to walk over to the altar and I am going to see if the book if somebody perhaps replaced the book or if we took it with us.
All right. If you have perception, you could go ahead and roll that with your competence. If you don't, you can just roll your competence dice.
I have. I don't
Is this
think
the altar?
Yeah, you're right there at it.
Oh, okay.
I
Can I help?
face step formation
I want to help her.
Okay.
laws unsettling. I don't have to worry about sunlight because we're underground.
So
I don't
competence and perception.
do
And
I.
let's
Where
see.
is I am untrained in perception.
Oh, well, competence then.
All right.
But this is a visual check, so you can still add your heightened senses bonus.
Which is
I believe it was +1 if it is visual and +1 if it is auditory.
okay. Yes, that's right. It was. I remember that part.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Come on, big bucks.
There you go.
Woohoo!
Big money, big money, big money. Stop.
All right. And Adler, you said that you were also trying to help?
Yeah, I just whatever that would add to hers. Her
Okay.
roll.
Go ahead and roll.
You said competence and what else?
Perception if you have it.
I see perspicacity. I don't see it.
Perception, same level,
Oh yeah,
to the left.
specialties. Nope, don't have it.
Okay. So
3.
just competence then. All right. So the two of you are searching the altar. May is a little focused on the book. That like the cover of it is still there, but the book was kind of falling apart when you guys were looking at it last time. But just kind of luck as the two of you were searching it together. Uh, Adler actually finds that there are some numbers etched because he's shorter. He finds that there are some numbers etched under the main surface of the altar, and looks like the number 123 is etched into it there.
1, 2, 3. You've been here before. What's that mean? 1, 2, 3, and he points at it.
And I will look at it. Oh, I believe that means that we pull 1, 2, 3 all at the same time. If I remember correctly, it took 3 of us.
Can you ping where the levers are again?
Yeah, they're in this back hallway.
Oh, we can't see them. Okay.
Right. Well, I don't think I actually plopped something physically in to represent, but like
No, I got you. I meant we can't either way. From
Oh.
here, we couldn't see them.
right, like where I've got now would be roughly where number 1 is, and then
Yeah, they're spaced out along that.
yeah.
Gentlemen, shall we go pull some levers?
Sure, there's 3 of us, 3 levers. Let's do it.
All right.
Well, that's why they pay us the big bucks.
And I'll
Yeah.
head over. Oh, wait, I just totally disappeared.
Oh, yeah. Right off the side.
Where did I go?
That was interesting.
And I lost hold of her.
Might have to
So-
quit and restart.
No,
Pop through the hallway on the far side to the table, then come back the other side, skirt the wall for a minute, and then get stuck in between the corridor wall and St. Frederick's resting place.
I can't get her. There we go. I'm just going to leave her right there.
Okay.
She won't go. I don't want to put her. If I put her down, she. Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
And I will wait for the gentleman to come grab a lever. And on the count of 3, we pull.
Okay.
And are we ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wait, was that on 3 or
Oh.
After.
On 3. 1, 2, 3, pull. And
Okay.
on that number 3, pull.
So is it
Which
1,
we
2, 3 pull or
1, 2,
pull
3.
when you say 3?
Pull when I say 3.
Okay.
All right. So the 3 of you pull the levers. Each one.
Simultaneously.
Well, hold on, let me roll for that.
There's always a little bit of error involved, and you happen to get them very close to simultaneous, but it ends up actually being sequential. But it does luckily happen to be 1, then 2, then 3, and each of them give a very satisfying click as they lock into place for a minute, and you hear a couple things kind of cling against the ground, like when you drop a key on a or on a metal floor, but you drop a key on like a cement floor, like that kind of sound, but it's a heavier key or
Ding.
pair of keys in this case.
I do believe the keys have dropped. Shall we go grab them, gentlemen?
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
And we head back over to the gargoyles to pick up whatever. Well, to pick up whatever has fallen. Be they key, be they little pieces of metal.
Okay. There is a gold key and a silver key on the ground, each one in front of a respective gargoyle. And they are just laying there.
Okay, I will pick up one of the 2 keys.
I get the other.
I'll get the last.
Perfect. All right. And you seem to remember, May, that there is a doorway right over here where I have marked the map.
Okay. I am concerned we haven't hit any cultists yet. I'm wondering where they all have gone.
Maybe they're all zombies.
Oh, that would be lovely. I guess we have replacement parts if they need them. I will follow over. And look down the hallway at the door.
All right. So there are All right, so right in front of you is a door. It's got a 2 keyholes on it. One golden sun corresponding to its key, and the other a silvery moon.
I will put my key in and turn it.
All right, and you hear, the mechanical sounds of the lock releasing in part, and the silver key.
That would be you, Adler. You are on mute if you are speaking.
I'm doing too many things at once. I'm trying to. Oh. Cool. I take my silver key. I open or insert it into the other lock.
All right. You turn the key, and you hear the rest of the locking mechanisms give way, and the door opens. And in front of you is another door with 2 grooves on the floor in front of the door, and one of the halves of the door has sun motifs, and the other one has moon motifs.
I forget
Sorry,
how.
could you repeat that? What happened?
All right, so you got the outer door open, and there's the inner door. And May, you're looking at this, and you're getting. It occurs to May that the bowls that you guys picked up were part of this second lock, and that there's a second one further down in the complex, in the area that you guys haven't gone yet.
Right. We need to fill the bowls and bring them back and pour and with water in them to open these locks. I'm gonna take a little sip while we're out.
Go do it.
All right, I will. We have to find the other bowl, which is. Let's see. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not much of a bowler. Yeah.
Um.
I'm
that
just
was-
waiting to hear Eric's thoughts when he gets to review this.
And it wasn't just you. We all chipped in. So I'm going to think and then head back down. I don't want to wander off by myself because, when you wander off by yourself, it's never good. I believe, if I remember correctly, we need to go back to where we came in and go down the path that we did not go down to grab the second bowl. And then we fill both of the bowls and bring them back.
You talking about way back here by where you fought the bull brick?
Or was there I believe there was there's a secret door, but can we see the secret door from this side down here?
You would have to go inspect it.
Let's go inspect it. Let's walk around. Do 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 do. See if we can stay. So I will come down here and I will look at this wall. See if I can see anything.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your competence. And if you would like, you do have 2 uses of your mastery dice per day. You could add an extra d4 to this check if you wanted.
I think I will do that.
Okay.
Find the dice. So that's a 6 and a 4. There's that one again.
So that is a 3 total.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Oh, well, you forgot. That is a
Oh,
4 total because of your heightened senses.
yes.
All right, and you do already know that the door is there. You're just looking for the mechanism again.
Correct. Let me clear that dice off the coffin.
Wow, the dice love you. Okay, so you're looking around and you know it's there. You know it opens. You know you've walked through it before, and you're about to give up, and you just kind of put your fist on the wall in frustration, and that spot where you just kind of tap the wall to kind of like rest your hand is exactly where the opening mechanism is, and you entirely open it by mistake
Fucker.
because the challenge dice for finding it is exactly under what you rolled, and it was not a d4, so the dice love you.
They love me in a certain way and hate me in another way. Okay, gentlemen, down this. I found it. It's here. We can go through here and save ourselves from running all over. And I'll head through the crazy door and head down the hallway. But I'll wait until they catch up to me before I go blasting off. Because I, don't want to blast off and I don't want to run into a monster on my own.
Where'd you go? Oh, okay. Why does it keep falling through the...
Oof. That's what mine did. I have to talk to the developers about that.
Seems to
Yeah.
only happen at the seams of pieces between pieces.
Sorry, I had to step away. Back.
Okay.
Oh, well, the good
We
news
are over
is
here.
that a secret door was found.
Awesome.
I
The
guess
bad news is the dice still hate me.
she rolled atrocious for her check to find the opening mechanism, and as a very entertaining twist of fate, the challenge die for that check um, still rolled under what she rolled.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, gotta love it.
Okay, so we're headed down. Let me find me. Where am I? There I am. We're headed down. Oh, I fell through the floor too.
You
I
sure
wonder if
There's
There
that.
we-
You sure?
there we go. I'm going to look down this hallway to see if I see anything worth looking at before I head on around.
did. Worth looking at? Maybe not. Something that immediately catches your eye? Yeah, there's another one of those dead creatures, another soul seeker right there.
Damn. And I will immediately do I can it reach me from where it is?
Well,
I mean, are you worried about it attacking on its turn, or are you worried about some sort of attack of opportunity for
Some
you?
sort of I'm worried. Well, I if it can reach me, I can reach it
Well, yes.
without. So I will pull. Did we say how many swords I am in possession of? Standard sword 1.
I believe 1, yes.
I'm a little close for a bow. So I will. I probably had the sword out anyway, just in case. But I'll pull my sword and swing at it.
Okay. Roll your D8 and a D4, please.
Okay. All right. D4 stuck. All right. And 8. Ooh, that. I swear to God, I need different dice. That's it.
I mean, that looks like an 8 total to me. A 3 on the D4 and a 5 on the D8.
I got a 3 and a 1.
My log here says that it's a 3 and a 5.
I like your log much better than mine.
All right. Well, we'll go with that then.
Works for me. And then did I have any? I do not have any pluses on that.
No, unfortunately,
No.
you do not.
No, so that's an 8.
All right. So you go to stab at it, and it tries to knock your sword aside to not be stabbed.
Oh, hold still and take it like a man.
All right, battle phase D6. I believe that's Alder and the Soul Seeker. So, Alder, where are you in this moment?
Standing right in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll. What's it? A D6 and a D8. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna. There we go. Wow, Bradley, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just hold on. Let me see.
A
Oh,
5.
wow! Oh, come on. All right. So that's a 6.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
7. 7 plus the mass plus the focus
Oh, the
in might.
threat.
The might.
Okay.
I add might, don't I?
Oh, right, because it's the potent attack. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. We're going with that. 7.
All right. All right. So it tries less effectively to not be in the way of that axe. Um, it it definitely has connected, whereas it was able to knock aside the sword. That axe follow up has struck home, and so now it's going to try to attack. Oh no, it will attack rather, and I believe that May actually hit it harder, so it's going to attack her. And it is swinging its claws at you. What are you doing, May, to avoid the 8 points of potential harm coming at you?
I am going to I have something called evasive shadows and evasive assault.
Evasive shadows, okay.
Evasive shadows, which I would like to employ.
Okay. All right. So that would be. In just a moment. I am double checking the dice for that challenge. I know at the very least it'll be your D8 for your prowess as part of that check. Give me just a moment.
Mhm.
And all right, so if you could roll your prowess, agility, and add your reaction,
Okay,
you can
prowess, D8, D4, and add my.
reaction
Okay,
modifier, which is a 1.
right. All right, dice. I want to try something. I want to pull way out and see if that makes a difference. So D4 is a 3. Okay. An 8. That's 7. So that's 10 plus 1 is 11.
Congratulations, you have met the challenge for this.
Excellent. I shall give the Soul Seeker a one finger salute and just not say anything.
Okay, so you successfully um, used evasive shadows, and instead of attacking you, it attacks an image that it thought was you, um, and it destroys the image as it's getting the one finger salute, uh, and then sees, much like the Displacer Beast, like in a certain other very popular game, that you weren't there at all actually, and are menacing and closing in for the next strike on your next turn.
And I'm using the little finger because I don't care enough to send the very best.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And that's my evasion.
Okay. All right, and go ahead and mark off a spirit point as well, please.
Okay, where is that exactly?
All right, so on the character sheet where
Mhm.
it's got like the competence D6, the spirit points are right under that.
Would that be the passive defense?
Uh, no, passive defense is under fortitude, so it would be um, 2 attributes up.
Okay, right above the active defense.
Yeah, it would be the one above the active defense.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Sort of. They didn't take it, but I'll remember that. I'll put it over here on my little spreadsheet that I've got going.
Okay. Yeah, because you've got 6 spirit points total, and so you just used 1 for the evasive shadows.
Jeez. Okay, cool.
So. All right. And that brings it around to Thranduil's turn.
Sure. So I'm gonna round the corner just so I can see and stand just in front of my allies, and I'll say "back, foul beast," and I'll do an air blast in its general direction.
Ooh.
Try to knock it back.
Nice. All right. Just a moment.
Is that still my D6, D8 business?
Plus the wizardry, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That would
Ooh.
be 11.
That's not.
All right. Okay, so you, like you said, back foul beast. You conjure that air blast, and I don't want to quite call it like a tornado, but you know, in like superhero cartoons or like comic books where like speedsters will move so fast that they create like a whirlwind and it goes out vertically.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of effect that you've conjured here, and it pushes into and actually through uh, this soul seeker, and so yeah, it's not moving anymore, and the air is pinning it to the far wall.
All right.
But you're pretty sure it's also not a threat anymore anyway. So it looks like your air blast did damage as well.
Yes. Okay.
Very
So
nice.
it no longer looks animated.
Correct.
And I, having my sword out, will go over and cut its head off.
And since you came down to the end of the hallway where the air has been pinning it to the wall, you see to your left that there is another statue of a woman holding a bowl.
I will, after I am done removing its head and kicking it back down the hallway a bit, I will take the bowl.
Okay.
And when I come out, I will hand it to Thandril and say, "Here, I've got the other one." I've got the other bowl. We need to go fill these with water.
Woo! Who's got water?
And well, the water is back. The fountain that we you won't, I don't think you were paying attention. The fountain where
The
we were.
Hold on now. The character is an idiot. Yes.
Well, that's why I said I didn't think you were paying attention.
Oh, my bad. I missed. Please proceed.
Yes, no, not Mad Architect, but Adler. Back where the fountains were. We need to go back there, and Thandril needs to fill his with the moon, and I need to fill mine with the sun. And then we need to go back up. We need to just hike all over the place and come back up to the crypt and pour the water. Did we pour the water? I'm not. Yes, we need to go back to the crypt with the bowls of water. So I will head back down here with my little bowl of water, or with my little bowl. And this one is the moon, correct? The second ping is the moon.
Yes.
Okay, so we head back down here. I don't know that we need to go over here. I'm guessing there's nastiness over there.
Yeah, in a precious kind of way.
No. I'm not getting close. No.
No precious moments.
No precious moments. Not little figurines. Not knives. Nope. I'm not getting involved with that. Because if I see it, I'm gonna want it, and that just leads to chaos and death. And we do not have a healer with us, like last time. So I'm.
For those wondering, the sword that she is actively avoiding as hard as she can is called Master Slayer, and can at times be found down that other alcove.
What it does is when you roll a nat 1, it turns on you and stabs you instead of the person that you are trying to attack. And not only did I roll a nat 1 for my attack, I then rolled a nat 1 for my defense more than once. And I got very dead. And luckily we had a cleric with us that could heal me or bring me back to life. And so I'm going to head.
But
Oh,
that was in the dragon game. So
Yes. So I'm going to put a new mini on and encourage both Thandril and Adler to follow me so we can fill these bowls so we can get into the crypt.
2 seconds, and you're gone.
I'm fast.
All right, where'd she go? I'm following
I'm
you.
right here. All right, so we're going. Ooh, 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 ooh. Down here. If I can get hold of my mini. There we
Let's
go.
say you're
Down
not
the
moving.
stairs. Down here.
I'm staying here.
Okay, and then I will say to Thandro, you need to go to the second alcove and fill your bowl, if you would, please. And I will go in here and fill my bowl with water. And once
All
we
right.
fill them, meet
Dip
back
in.
in the
You're still-
lobby with our little bowls of water. I'm gonna take a little sip.
Wait. Did you two just go bowling?
And why do they make bowls shaped like this? Like it's so easy to slosh the water out of these things.
It is. Why couldn't they have been a jug? I don't know.
Why
Well,
does someone order a plate of soup?
I don't think I've
knows?
ever. I don't know. We'll talk to the creator and we'll put a complaint in with him. And we head back up down this hallway because
Oh, we
it's
don't go
short.
back through the same way?
No, because it's shorter this way.
Yep. You know what else? You can just go there. Eh? Yeah.
Well, I'm doing it
The right way. I know.
the right way. And so I'm going to step up to the second door and pour my bowl of water.
You know, Bradley,
Yes.
animated doors and portals would be, by portal I obviously mean just hole between two rooms. Animated doors and portals and portcullises would be mighty awesome to see.
It would, wouldn't it?
Or at least articulating ones.
Yes.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
Because I realized at some point several minutes ago that I forgot to unhide the door when I unhid the rest of the room. It should have been blocking the way the whole time.
Here's a
Yeah.
secret for those playing at home. We've seen animated, or at least articulating. We've seen demos of articulating stuff, and it is awesome.
It
And they
really
have
is.
portcullises as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I will wait for Vandrel to join me, and we will pour out our bowls upon the door.
Pour one out for the homies.
Ah!
Perfect. Perfect. All right, so you guys fill the corresponding vessels in the floor, and the doors open.
Woohoo.
The wow. The stone door groans as it swings open, revealing a chamber bathed in a soft, otherworldly light. In the center, a stone sarcophagus, in this case represented by wood, lies open and desecrated. The once peaceful resting place of St. Frederick is marred by signs of intrusion and disrespect.
Um,
Do you enter?
did
Oh, it looks like you do. Yes.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm holding back.
Well, what am I looking for? Let's see here. Dear God. Why
Yeah.
occupied? Every room got to be occupied here.
Well, not every room, but
Crypt under the earth. Dead guy here for centuries. And occupied.
all right.
There's
So Upon entering the chamber, figures cloaked in dark robes turn to face you. Their eyes glow in an eerie light, and the air seems to chill. And the robes that they're wearing strike you as a little familiar. You might have seen them in a wardrobe somewhere near you. And
Oh, I took mine off. Damn it.
the disturbed remains of Saint Frederick are visible, a grim testament to the cultist's actions.
How many of them are there that I see?
You see 3.
That's nice. Oh, they are in the process of desecrating.
Don't mind us. Just car floating.
Here,
And the one at the head of the sarcophagus says, "Stop them!"
well, that answers that question. What I'm going to do, I'm going to knock an arrow and shoot at the one at the head of the coffin. This dude right here.
Okay.
Because spellcasters tend to be squishy. So
What? That's mean.
I did. I say this with all love and respect.
Alder
You
pokes the wizard.
you are not supposed to be hard and firm. You're supposed to be squishy. It's just the way it works.
Alder pokes himself. I don't feel
The
firm.
I feel-
the leather armor that Thranduil wears and the sword strapped to his side can test your theory.
That's
Oh,
perhaps
leather.
I'm thinking.
Woofy.
Perhaps I'm thinking of something else. All right. So 6. Oh, awesome. 5 and an 8. A 10, 11. Getting better at this.
It's a very good roll. Okay. All right. You knock an arrow and fire away, and the cultist at the head of the open sarcophagus, who is actively defiling the remains of Saint Frederick, uh, holds up a hand, kind of reminiscent of Neo in the Matrix when he's stopping all the bullets, just not near as successful. The arrow doesn't just stand still in front of him. Um, it still connects, but he holds up a hand and there's a bit of a gust of wind, and instead of being a assuredly lethal blow, it is unfortunately um, more superficial, but like he definitely winces and makes a I'm sorry, I'm losing the word, but I don't want to say he quite cries out in pain, but like makes a unconscious sound that shit that hurts, that kind of.
Mhm.
Yelps. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's what I was the kind of thing I was going for. Thank you.
Okay, that will be my my attack.
All right.
Since he didn't give us a chance to talk to him. We just wanted to be friends. And then kill you.
Right. Just wanted to be friends, only, stab you in the back. It's the customary greeting.
Right.
All right. You are, as normal, the only person in the D8 battle phase. Um, so, Adler and the 3 cultists are all in the D6 phase.
Squishy.
All right. Sunder foe. In my maneuvers, do I have any manner of? I would like to. I want to try and stun this guy. I don't know how I can go about doing it, but good lord, there's a vacuum right in front of the black hole. Trying to move my guy there, and anytime, I move there. If I move over, can't do it.
Oh, yeah,
Do you see what I'm saying?
I
Oh,
do.
there. It hits the back of this thing right here and kind of pops up and out of the existence or down. I want to do my damnedest to hit him hard enough with the flat of the axe to stun him.
Okay. Me just a moment to take a look at the warrior class feats, and let's see. Let's see which one would be most apt here. Let's see. Okay. So what you can do is you could try to trip him up, which reduces his initiative. He would drop from this battle phase to the next one down.
Mm,
That does no damage. You could also do a leg sweep, which would drop him prone, but he gets a roll to avoid falling flat.
I guess I'm going to go for put it on this character sheet. Sunder foe again. That's where I get to add in my or how does one add in? We added in the mastery die earlier.
Well, since Adler's signature weapon is his axe, you can just use your mastery die um, if you want. And if you roll a 4 on the D, because right now your mastery die is a D4. If you roll a 4 on the mastery die, if you roll its highest value, then you get to roll a second die and add that to everything else.
Okay, so let's I guess do the first two then. Really? Really? Come on, give me something other than a 2.
Well, it's gotta-
Resolve? Where'd it go? Wow. This is no longer a joke.
and the finger on the monkey's paw curls because that was something other than a 2.
Okay. That's 3. I rolled a
Alright.
3.
And were you rolling the mastery die on that, or were you going to let it alone?
Well, I mean, what good does it do? Because I thought the master, like,
So that's another D4 of potential harm, and if you roll a 4 on it, then you get a second D4.
so
Okay.
that was a 3, 5, 6 when I add in might because of potent.
Okay. Yep, that would be 6. All right. All right. Give me just a moment. Okay. So you slam into the cultist with your axe, with the flat of the axe, to try to knock him like off balance, kind of disrupt him, hit him, still hurt him, and you hear a metallic clang. Um, he's definitely wearing something metal, and he's still standing, still good to go. Um, you felt like you got him. You just don't feel like it was very effective.
Okay. In which case, I'll just gonna shout, "Armor!"
All right, and then that's the three of them. All right, and there it is. All right, Adler, he hauls off with his weapon. He's also using a sword. He hauls off with his weapon, and in an overhead swing, brings it down, clearly aiming for you. So, what are you doing?
I go cross block with the axe.
Okay. All right. So he brings that sword down hard, and you knew that you were going to have to like hold for it, but like you weren't expecting for him to come down as hard as he did, and so there's still some give. After your shield bonus, take 8 points off of your active defense.
Down to a 6. Cool.
All right, and then this guy over here is going to come up to. Is this guy in the doorway? That is Thranduil, is that right?
Yep, it's me.
All right. So that cultist is going to come up to you and is also using a sword and will swing it in a horizontal arc at you, trying to either force you out or slice you in two. And he doesn't care which.
Okay.
And so what are you doing?
I guess I will use the cloak that I'm wearing and try to wind it around his sword to deflect the
Ooh.
blow.
Very nice.
Okay. I like it. So he swings that sword out at you, and you kind of catch it with your cloak and redirect it. Take 2 points off of your active defense, and you're good. He was clearly not expecting that sort of antic to avoid his attack.
Got it.
All right, and the cultist back here, not quite sure what kind of spellcraft is going on his end, but he's doing something. His turn is over. So Thranduil, it is your turn.
Let's see. I think I want to.
Kick his ass.
Yeah. Can I, if I move away from the combatant in front of me, is there like opportunity attacks and all that jazz?
Not well. Um, just trying to run past, or
Yeah. Maybe tumble past him or whatever. Do I have a teleport? Can I like teleport next to the spellcaster in the back?
oh, let's see. Let's look at your class feats. Let's see. Let's double check arcane finesse and intangible threat, because those two look like they would be.
My ideal scenario would be that I teleport right behind the spellcaster with my dagger at his throat.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Go ahead and knock off a spirit point, and again, roll your magic. It's
Roll my magic.
competence, expertise, and wizardry.
Yes, 14.
Okay, that succeeds. Um, so you have used your air magic to basically not quite teleport, but to pick you up and drop you in the back of the room where you wanted to be. Go ahead and roll a melee attack, but instead of your prowess, um, roll your competence with your melee. So it's 2d6 instead of a d4 and a d6. Oh, and add your wizardry bonus to this attack roll, so that's an extra +2.
So 2d6 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Because the attack is part of the spell.
Nice. So 11.
Nice. All right, and let's see. You need to roll armor. So, was the dagger supposed to stop at his throat, or was it supposed to stop at the back of his neck?
Oh yeah, no, I'm moving to kill him.
Okay, because if you meant to stop at the throat, that's not where you stopped. If you would be so kind as to paint us a little bit of a picture for what you were doing with that attack.
I'm essentially trying to get him to stop talking. If he was, I assume he was like muttering under his breath some kind of spell or something along those lines. So I was went to actually just cut his throat. Is what I was attempting.
Oh, that's exactly what you succeeded in doing. Yeah, he's not going to talk for the rest of his life. All 4 seconds that are left of it. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, he's done. Let me just take him off the table.
Good, because there can only be one mini like me. Very.
Oh, actually, I'm worried that I would be taking. Oh no, there you are in the wall. Okay, there we go. He's off the table. You can come out of the wall now. There you go.
And I yell at my party, "It's me!"
It's not the Kozak Satarak. No.
No,
No.
no.
No, and it looks like you interrupted whatever it was that he was trying to do.
Great.
Very good.
So,
Okay, that's me.
all right, that puts us back up at the top of the initiative. That back to the D8.
Okay, I'm going to since I don't really have much of a choice because I'm now in he's coming towards me regardless.
Well, there's always a choice.
Well, there's always a choice. I mean, I could, run away, but I doubt I would do that. So, we're going to attack dude in front of me. So that would be a 4 and a 6 or 4 and an 8.
Oh, because you're rolling your melee attack.
Yeah, I'm rolling a melee attack because I'm too close to shoot him with an arrow.
Yeah, you are correct. That's a D4 and a D8.
All right. There's the 4. And there's the 8. And there's the 1. So there's the 3. Oh my god. So there we go.
Okay. Well, I mean, you hit a shield.
I did hit his shield.
You stabbed at him, and um, it didn't go well. I'm sorry, Tess.
That's, that happens. I will say several nonsensical curse words at him, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
I will call him a big poopy head, and that's it.
All right. So now we're back to the D6s. So that would be Adler.
I just pet my cat and came up with a handful of hair. Okay. I'm gonna go once again to swing on this dude with a. How many times can you use a mastery die per combat?
Well, that's per day, and 2.
Oh, there we go. That's all 2. 1. There we go. 2. I see y'all put a force field around the table. Good job. That's a. What was that? A 10?
Yeah, 10 on the dice.
11 because of might.
Okay. All right. And
Now you have it, sir.
I do. Oh, am I showing my die rolls? I am.
You aren't. Well, you weren't before, but you are now.
Okay, well, that was his armor roll, and so the 10 points got through, and where he was able to rebuff it last time, this time you perfectly found a seam in the armor. And how are you doing this?
Well,
Ooh, very
he's
nice.
just wah, and he's just going to go left to right,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of. I'm guessing tight spaces. He's not swinging as hard as he can because he wants to be able to recover. Especially in tight spaces where there's not room to kind of catch yourself. So he's going to cut about 3/4 of the way through, or stop when he hits spine. One of the two.
Oh,
He
okay.
figures
So
he figures kind of either one.
okay. So
Yeah, he's just swinging laterally.
okay. It'll take you a minute to get your axe back out of him.
Will it actually? Will there be a roll for that, or will it forego the next round?
I mean, I'll say that you can take his turn getting your axe back out of him because
There we
he
go.
doesn't need his turn anymore.
I like that. Nice flavor. That is my turn, sir.
All right, and then the final cultist. He looks at you, May. He looks around.
You could surrender if you chose to. We might not kill you.
Said, "I'd rather take you with me."
I'm not
And
going anywhere. Most likely kill you in the morning.
all right, Roberts. Okay, so he tries to run you through with his sword.
Hmm.
And what are you doing?
Taking offense to that. Um.
That's fair.
Can I? Ooh, shoot. Can I use the evasive shadows again?
Yeah, it's a class feat. You do have to knock off. You do have to spend the spirit point. Um,
Okay.
but yes, let me go ahead and roll that difficulty for you.
Okay.
And what did I say that it was last time? Your prowess, your agility, and your reaction?
I believe yes.
Okay, if you'll go ahead and roll that for me.
Okay, just give me a minute. I'm making notes so that I know what I've done. All right, prowess, agility, and what was the third one?
Your reaction focus.
Okay, prowess and reaction focus, which was I think a one. All right, let's so an 8, not a 1. A 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
That succeeds.
Oh,
So,
yay.
where are you really? Since you're not where he's running through the image of you. Um,
I've left my image right there, but I'm actually back here.
okay. All right, and now it is Thranduil's turn. As that cultist runs through an image of May.
Say no, and I have the equivalent of like a magic missile, some kind of force.
Yeah, you've got a harm spell that does force damage. Yeah, that's fairly easy. So go ahead and roll your um, your competence, expertise, and add your wizardry bonus. And
Oh, only a 7 today.
okay, well, it was you have accidentally cast that spell in your sleep before, so it still succeeds. Um, but it's just like a targeted. Um, I don't want to say wave. Like a targeted outpouring of force, energy, and slams him in the back. And you said 7.
Yes.
All right, and about the time that connects with the cultist, you see May standing further back in the hallway, ready to
Oh,
ready to
jeez.
fire her bow.
You need to holler out a code word when you're doing that.
Oh, yes. I'm jumping.
I like to use the word sass for her. Sat, T.
Probably want to pronounce your code word.
Yeah. Yeah. He hangs his head.
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
The cultist, for what it's worth, is looking very off balance between the shock of May not existing where he could have sworn and the force energy that slammed into him. So
Thank you.
That's what you get for being a cultist.
Exactly. And I'm holding up my little finger as I'm, pulling my string back on my bow. Don't care enough to send the very best.
all right, go ahead and roll that bow attack.
Okay, that is a 6 and a 8.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pulling out the last time worked a little better. Ooh, so 2. It went twice. And 8, 10, 11.
Okay. And go ahead and describe that attack for me, please.
Having caused my companions some distress, I pull back on the string and aim for the cultist's left eye and release, take my breath and release, and it flies true and it sinks into his head up to the fletching.
All right, and he staggers. Whoops! Apparently, he sets up a beacon. He and then falls
He
through the hole.
bursts out into an glowing, radiant light.
He staggers backwards and falls partially into the crypt, actually. But he is very much dead.
Oh, very good. Um,
I think I forgot to take the other one off the table as well.
that's okay.
Yeah.
You have defeated the 3 cultists that were attempting to, that were in the process of defiling the crypt of St. Frederick.
Yay!
Yeah. So I will go up to the crypt and examine it and see if there's anything I can do to put it back somewhat where it was before. Tidy up a bit.
Yeah. Pull the bodies that aren't supposed to be there out of it.
Pretty much so, yeah.
The lid, you guys would have to work together to close that back up.
We can do that. And I will apologize, Thandral. I do apologize for causing you some distress.
Oh,
we
it's
will.
good. It's good. Okay.
We'll work on me coming up with a word to say when I'm now a shadow.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. I don't want to cause you any distress. And shall we put the lid back on the crypt?
Yes. And out of character, I am out of time, guys.
Yeah.
Same,
Okay.
actually.
Yeah. Well, cool. We did it. Go team.
Is there
Yeah, you saved
anything
the
else
day.
story wise you want to wrap up for a moment?
To be honest, I wasn't sure if you were going to make it this far.
Oh,
so
okay.
Oh,
because
cool.
I wasn't sure what the time constraints were going to look like. So, narrating a little bit of I'm losing words. All right, so you clean up, you all exit the tomb, and Balthazar is standing there expectantly. Well, and did you succeed?
We did indeed.
Perfect. Time is of the essence. There are many things I must attend to. Let me get you all home, and then I will seek you out again and settle up with what I owe, because this is more than I could have hoped for. Thank you all for your help. And he does something magical, and the doorway to the crypt looks once again like the doorway to the alehouse and crossroads.
I need to learn that spell.
You do indeed.
And you can go back from whence you came if you so choose.
I do choose.
Yes.
I'm hungry. I need a nail.
Indeed.
You open up the door, and the interior, the interior of the alehouse is right there. And you step through, and you are back home.
Yay.
Yay.
Woot.
All right. Congratulations. You guys have succeeded.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for GMing. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you all got to see Eldritch 2nd Edition. I hope that it was a good experience, and it sounds like you all had fun, and I'm glad for that as well.
Certainly.
Good times.
It's a very interesting system.
It really is, and I like that it is flexible and still approachable.
Mm-hmm. All
So,
I mean, I'm
All right,
cool to
guys.
stay on and talk about it, but
right.
yep.
Good night, Brad. Have a good one.
See ya. Have a good one.